Beautiful girlfriends of Dennis Rodman. Dennis Rodman is a basketball legend and a man who needs no introduction. He's known for his flamboyant personality, wild hair colors, and unapologetic behavior. This guy is the ultimate wildcard, a true maverick who marches to the beat of his own drum. When it comes to fashion, Rodman is in a league of his own. He's rocked everything from a wedding dress to a feather boa, and his hair has been every color of the rainbow. I mean, this guy makes Lady Gaga look like a wallflower. And let's not forget about his love life. Rodman has had more girlfriends than most people have had hot meals. He's dated Madonna, Carmen Electra, and Jenna Jameson, just to name a few. If there's one thing Dennis Rodman knows how to do, it's have a good time. But it's not just his style and dating life that make Rodman so entertaining. He's also got a wild streak on the court. Whether he's headbutting a referee or kicking a cameraman in the groin, Rodman is always up to something. You never know what he's going to do next, but you can be sure it's going to be hilarious. Dennis Rodman's love life has been a roller coaster ride of ups and downs, twists and turns, and everything in between. He's dated some of the most beautiful and famous women in the world, and his relationships have often been the subject of tabloid headlines and gossip columns. Dennis Rodman is a basketball legend. The New Jersey native quickly became one of the best professional players in the world after making his debut with the Detroit Pistons in 1986. He went on to play for teams including the San Antonio Spurs, the Chicago Bulls, and the Los Angeles Lakers, and is regarded as one of the greatest rebounders in the history of the sport. However, the five-time NBA champion is known almost as much for his personal life as his professional career, particularly when it comes to his romances. Rodman has had relationships with big celebrities and has been married 3 times. The Worm also has 3 children, a daughter with his first wife, Annie Bakes, and a son and a daughter with his third wife, Michelle Moyer. Between his 3 marriages and his high-profile flings, here's a look at Dennis Rodman's dating history. Before we continue this video, are you ready to showcase your love for the game and make a statement with premium merch? At Full Court, we believe basketball is more than just a game. It's part of our culture and identity. That's why we've curated a collection of merch that captures the essence of your favorite sports teams and players to celebrate the memories that unite us. And here's the best part. Full Court offers free worldwide shipping. No matter where you are, you can join our global community and showcase your passion for basketball. Visit our website, letsplayfullcourt.com, and explore our merch. You can also find a link below this video in the description. Let's Play Full Court, baby. Your go-to channel for the most interesting basketball topics on and off the court. Annie Bakes. Dennis Rodman was thrust into a life of fame and fortune when he was drafted into the NBA in 1986 by the Detroit Pistons. His style of play that revolved around being a bruiser while defending and rebounding, all while having a solid technique down for both, fit perfectly on the bad boy Pistons roster. Rodman would soon become a key member of the Detroit squad that went back-to-back for championships while also continually besting Michael Jordan and the Chicago Bulls. During all of this, Rodman started to become a well-known name across the country. With fame came women, and Dennis had a lot of women in his youth. Annie Bakes was one of them as he started to date her in 1987 and married in 1992. However, the marriage didn't last all too long as they would file for divorce from one another after merely 82 days. During their time together, they would have a daughter named Alexis. According to Annie herself, Dennis Rodman forced her to get 4 abortions, a pain that no woman should have to endure in her lifetime. Along with this, it was also reported that Rodman would get physically violent with Bakes at times. Of course, during that 7-year span that they were together, Rodman would not stay loyal to her either. He was constantly linked to a variety of women that weren't the mother of his child, and it seems as though Bakes had had enough. Madonna. Dennis Rodman became a real bad boy in 1993 when he started dyeing his hair and covering himself with tattoos. Rodman was with the San Antonio Spurs when he began dating Madonna. The relationship didn't last long, though, as it ended after just 2 months. In the interview on The Breakfast Club, Dennis Rodman revealed the real reason why Madonna dated him. He explained that the singer's career was on the decline when she decided to date bad boys. In 1993, I think her career was declining, and she said the reason why she dated me was because I was a bad boy, Rodman said. That's why she dated me. I was going up, and she was pretty much leveling off. But despite their chemistry and seemingly wild attraction to each other, the relationship ultimately fizzled out. Madonna reportedly grew tired of Rodman's erratic behavior and constant partying, and the two eventually called it quits. In typical Dennis Rodman fashion, he didn't go quietly into the night. In an interview with Howard Stern, he claimed that Madonna had offered him $20 million to impregnate her. She asked me that if I got her pregnant, she'd pay me $20 million, he said. That's if the child was born. Carmen Electra. It won't surprise you to learn that Dennis Rodman has some wild stories up his sleeve. In episode 3 of The Last Dance, we're given 50 minutes of pure Rodman. Although the basketball legend wouldn't start talking until filmmakers got him a Subway sandwich and chamomile tea. One topic that came up in that episode and in other moments in the series was Rodman's relationship with Playmate and Baywatch star Carmen Electra in the late 1990s. Electra and Rodman met at a nightclub in Los Angeles, and the basketball player quickly became smitten. We exchanged numbers and he would call and call and call, Electra said to the Chicago Sun-Times. I wouldn't respond. Finally, one day I picked up the phone and he invited me to come hang out with him, and I went for it. I went in. Their relationship was a big part of episode 3, and we heard all about the wild nights in Vegas to when Michael Jordan made sure his teammate made it to practice on time. Michael Jordan once caught Dennis Rodman in bed with Carmen Electra, as revealed on The Last Dance. Electra explained what really happened in an interview with the Los Angeles Times in 2020. The actress said that she was unaware of the drama inside the Chicago Bulls locker room at the time. During Rodman's brief vacation in Las Vegas, amid the regular season, Jordan found his teammate and started pounding on the door of his room. I had no idea of all the behind-the-scenes drama, Electra said. I had no idea Michael Jordan was freaking out. I was hungover and we were naked on the floor. Dennis gets up to answer, and there's Michael Jordan. I got up and tried to hide. I knew Dennis was in trouble. That was a big deal and a shock to me. Despite Rodman's short holiday causing Jordan to lose his cool, the Bulls won their 6th and final championship that season. Jordan retired for the 2nd time, while Rodman joined the LA Lakers. Dennis Rodman and Carmen Electra started dating in 1998, amid his final season with the Chicago Bulls. The couple married in November that year, but Rodman filed for annulment just 9 days later. They reconciled a month later before finalizing their divorce in 1999. Rodman and Electra would continue to see each other despite getting divorced. It all stopped when they were arrested for a misdemeanor battery in Miami in November 1999. Michelle Moyer. Despite his success on the court, Dennis was not as successful in his relationships. His first 2 marriages to Annie Bakes and Carmen Electra lasted for a year each, and when he married Michelle Moyer, she filed for divorce after less than a year. Moyer became known as Dennis's longtime girlfriend and later ex-wife, and there is very little information about her professional background. The couple first met in 1999 at a bar and started dating. They dated for 4 years before getting married on the NBA star's 42nd birthday on May 13th, 2003. Before marriage, the couple had welcomed 2 children, and after their wedding, even though they both lived in Newport Beach, California, Dennis revealed they would not live under the same roof. Despite the NBA star revealing that Moyer kept him balanced, she filed for divorce the following year, less than a year after their wedding. After filing for divorce, Moyer and Dennis tried to work things out. When things did not work out between them, she filed for divorce again in 2012, and the court granted it. During the second divorce proceedings, she revealed that he owed her over $800,000 in child support and over $50,000 in spousal support. Moyer also filed a temporary restraining order against him. The Orange County Court Commissioner informed Dennis he would go to jail for 20 days for contempt of court if he did not pay what he owed within a given time frame. His lawyer later revealed that the former NBA star was flat broke and would not be able to pay the money. The lawyer said, "In all honesty, Dennis, although a very sweet person, is an alcoholic. His sickness impacts his ability to get work." Michelle Moyer and Dennis welcomed their first son, Dennis Rodman Jr., also known as DJ Rodman, in 2000. Dennis Jr. has taken after his father and is a promising college basketball player. Dennis Jr. plays for the Washington State Cougars at Washington State University, and his father wishes to see him play in the NBA. Dennis and Moyer welcomed their second child, Trinity Rodman, in 2002, and she is also a rising star. She made history in 2021 when she was drafted as the youngest National Women's Soccer League player. Trinity, who plays for the Washington Spirit, also hopes to play soccer at Washington State University. She became the highest paid player in the league in 2022 after signing a 4-year contract with the Washington Spirit. After her first season with them, Trinity was named the U.S. Soccer Young Female Player of the Year and won the NWSL Rookie of the Year. There is little doubt that Moyer is proud of her kids and frequently acknowledges their accomplishments on her Instagram page while encouraging them to do more. It's clear that Dennis Rodman's love life has been anything but ordinary. His relationships have been filled with drama, controversy, and plenty of wild antics. But despite all the ups and downs, Rodman has remained one of the fascinating figures in sports history. Whether he's dyeing his hair bright colors, showing up to press conferences in outrageous outfits, or getting married and divorced on the radio, Rodman knows how to keep things interesting. And for that, we can't help but love him and maybe shake our heads in disbelief a little bit. We hope you enjoyed our video topic today. Interact with us, subscribe, and hit the notification button to be notified when we upload more content. Don't forget to leave a like and comment below. Also, feel free to suggest any type of videos you would like to see on this channel, Full Court.